멈춰 지배해 하나의 조명 왜 그림자는 두드려 날 속에 다른 게 눈을 뜬 것 같아 I believe in monster like 날 괴롭혀 내 꿈만 꾸게 해난 춤추고 놀래 가위 눌린 너의 그 몸 위에 줄을 걸면 I'm a little monster
So I'm gonna start out with the counts. And so what you're gonna do is on one, you're gonna step on your left foot, and on every count, you'll be stepping on your left foot, and on every and, you'll be stepping on your right foot. So it's gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this whole time it'll just be alternating, and you'll just be like stepping in place, right? And then so your hands, you're gonna, I'll come closer. So it's gonna start out with your left hand out, so it'll be like you're holding a tray, and your right hand will point to your shoulder. So it's gonna go like 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. So while you're alternating for 1 and 2 and 3, on 4 it's gonna come out, and then it's gonna come out again on and. So 4 and then on 5 your hands are gonna come together, and you're gonna step out to the right. So once again, it's gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. So you step out on 5, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. And then on 6, 7, you're gonna, your arms are gonna be straight across, and your hands will be in a fist. So it'll go across your shoulder, and it's gonna go down, down. At the same time, you're gonna drop to your right, and your left knee is gonna kind of bend, right? So it's gonna drop, drop. So it's gonna go 6, 7, and then on 8, 1, so on 8, you're gonna step next to your left foot, and your hand will move to your hip or your waist, and you're gonna drop, drop, right? So your knees are gonna bend, and so you're kind of also popping your chest or like your back. So it's gonna go 8, 1, and at the same time, your hand is gonna hit, hit. So you gotta spread your fingers out, nice and big, and then your elbow is gonna hit up. So 8, 1, right? So 8, 1. So once again from the beginning, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So 8, 1, and on 2, you're gonna step out to the side again, and your hands are gonna come out to the side. You're gonna be like this little, I don't know, be pretty. So this is 2, and on and, your hands are gonna cross like this. Oh, it's getting dark. So your hands are gonna cross and. So 8, 1, 2, and on 3, your hands are gonna kind of circle each other, right? So your right hand is on top, and it's gonna do this circle thing. And at the same time, your foot is gonna drag in. So 2 and 3, right? So your right foot drags in next to your left. And on 4, you're gonna hit. So your left hand is gonna hit up, and at the same time, you're gonna look up, right? So once again, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, right? So the 4 is gonna be really fast, like a 4, right? So it's gonna hit up and then kind of come back down. And then on 5, 6, your left hand is gonna come around, and at the same time, your left foot is gonna go behind you as if you're kind of like running in place, right? So it's gonna drag behind you. So 5, 6, and at the same time, your right hand is gonna draw slow circles in front of you, right? It doesn't have to be completely straight and it's not like this either. So like halfway, right? So so 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and then 5, 6, and then on 7, 8, your right foot comes back and you're still drawing a circle. So 7, 8, right? So once again, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then on 1, or actually no, let's practice that second 8 count. So starting from this. So 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A quick little note, right after on 4, when you hit up, so you hit up and then come back down, you kind of stay in this position for just a little second longer than you would think. So you hit up and then you come back to their, so they're equal. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so after 7, 8, you're gonna drop down. So you're gonna put your weight on your right leg. So you're gonna bend your right leg and your left leg is gonna extend out. And at the same time, you're gonna kind of dab, but not dab. So you're gonna keep your arm at like a right angle, your left arm, and your right hand is gonna kind of stay at your side. So you're gonna drop like this, right? So 7, 8. So you're gonna drop on 1 and then kind of get back up on 2. And then on 3, you're gonna step out and your hands are gonna come out like this. So like, oh, I want a big hug. so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's gonna take 2 counts. So 3, 4. So you kind of like roll up almost. So 3, 4. And then on 5, you're gonna punch out to your left and you're gonna step out with your left foot as well. So you're gonna slide to the left and then you're gonna come out to the right again. And at the same time, your finger is gonna point and you're gonna follow your finger and it's gonna land right in front of your nose. So it's like, I'm gonna wipe my nose and then you're gonna step in place. So it's gonna kind of go like right, left, right, left. It doesn't, you can't really, but so as you're stepping in place, your hands is gonna kind of do like this, oh, like take the germs out of my body, or, you know, like get rid of the COVID. So replay. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So by the time you get to 8, your hand should be like extended above your head. So starting from 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After 7, 8, you're gonna kind of draw this like half of a rectangle. So, you know, just like this, and it's gonna go on 1, 2, or 1 and 2, right? So after 7, 8, 1 and 2. So you step out with your right foot as well. So you're kind of diagonal. So 1, 2, and then on 3, 4, you're gonna hit up with your right shoulder. So it's gonna go up, up, and at the same time, so it'll be kind of like steps or something. Step to your right leg. So up, up is like a nice like shimmy. Okay, so 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5, 6. I don't know if you guys have been to Fancy, but they kind of do this thing with their hands where it's like, shoo, like, get away from me. So, and then at the same, but their feet, they kind of do this side to side thing. So it's like side, side, right? So your feet are together. So after this, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, together, shoo, shoo. And then after the shoo, shoo, you step out with your left and you kind of point so that your palm is kind of facing out. You point to your head and then you kind of do this thing with your fingers where I don't know if they actually do M for monster, but I know they do something with their fingers like this. So think of it as my good friend Scott came up with this analogy and he said, no thoughts, head empty. So, so yeah, so think of it that way, right? So replay back from the beginning at the 5, 6. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So also another thing, when you're doing this thing, tilt your head to the right. So you kind of break your neck a little. Yeah. So once again, starting from that to the beginning of the 2 8 counts. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
뜬 것 같아. I believe in motion like a 날 괴롭혀 내 꿈을 꾸게 해. 난 춤추고 놀래. 가을 눌린 너의 그 몸 위에 줄을 걸면 I'm a little monster. 눈을 뜬 것 같아. I believe in motion like a 날 괴롭혀 내 꿈을 꾸게 해. 난 춤추고 놀래. 가을 눌린 너의 그 몸 위에 줄을 걸면 I'm a little monster. 눈을 뜬 것 같아. I believe in motion like a 날 괴롭혀 내 꿈을 꾸게 해. 난 춤추고 놀래. 가을 눌린 너의 그 몸 위에 줄을 걸면 I'm a little monster.
The second last 8 count is super simple and it's a lot of booty. So you're gonna get low, nice and low. Doesn't have to be like 90 degree, just enough, right? So you're gonna kind of start from your left to your right. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So you're kind of lifting just your butt from side to side. And your knees kind of bend and unbend, right? So once again, from right to left. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on 5, you're gonna slap your slap your thighs, right? So your hand doesn't have to be all the way like around like your head. So you kind of like pop up 5 and then drop back down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you do this, I'm a little monster. It should be far enough that you can kind of just drop into your booty shaking thing. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? And then so after 8, you're gonna kind of stand up, and you're gonna shift your weight to the left, and you're gonna like feel your butt, feel yourself. So you're gonna feel yourself. So this is 1, and then on 2, your hands are gonna cross up at your chest area, and you're gonna keep like shifting from side to side. So 1, 2, and then on 3, your hands are gonna come out to your behind your head, nice and straight. So 1, 2, 3, and on 4, your hands are gonna come together, It doesn't really matter how you hold them. So you're gonna come up straight above your head, right? And then you're gonna drop down, like look down. And then at the same time, your right foot is gonna drag in, and then you're gonna look back up, and your hands also come up. And then so then your knees will be kind of bent. And what you're gonna do with your hands is you're gonna kind of like twist your head up. So you're gonna like twist, and then you're gonna tap. So it's like, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, twist, tap. And then when you tap, your right leg is gonna kind of like come up like this, like you're like a fairy. Yeah, so this is, I think, 4, and then down, and then back up, and then twist, tap. Yeah, so this whole time your right leg is slightly more bent or more like on your toe than your left leg is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you kind of do pop up just a little, but it's not like fully straight like that. Yeah. When you start out, you also look up and then look down and then look back up and then twist, tap. Yeah. So follow your hands that whole time.
I'm a little monster. I'm a little monster. 난 춤추고 놀래. 가을 그린 너의 그 몸 위에 줄을 걸면 I'm a little monster. I'm a little monster. 차가운 땅째 구게 해. 난 춤추고 놀래. 가을 그린 너의 그 몸 위에 줄을 걸면 I'm a little monster. I'm a little monster. 차가운 다른 게 눈을 뜬 것 같아. I'm a little monster like a man. 날 괴롭혀 내 꿈만 꾸게 해. 난 춤추고 놀래. 가을 그린 너의 그 몸 위에 줄을 걸면 I'm a little monster. I'm a little monster. 차가운 땅째.
So you start out on 1, your right foot will be in front and your left will be behind. And what your hands are doing, so this whole song is like these kind of fingers, right? So I think your right hand goes up first. 1 and 2 and then on 3 you're gonna pop up, so your arms will be up here, right? So 1 and 2 and then on 3 your left foot is gonna come up and it's gonna step in front of your right. So 1 and 2 and 3. So on 3 you're gonna kind of like lift your hand up, and it's gonna be like in a fist, and your hand doesn't have to be like a straight line. It can be a little curved, right? So left foot in front, and then you're gonna stay here for 4 for 1 whole count. So 4, and then it's gonna drag down on 5, and it's gonna swoop around, and you're gonna turn. This is clockwise to your right, clockwise, right? So you're gonna do 4, 5, and then you're gonna turn around on 6, and you're gonna kind of drop. So your head is gonna come down, and it's like a slight body roll. So your left leg will be a little more bent than your right. So you'll be leaning more on your left. So this is 7, 8, and then on 1, you're gonna bring your hand around. So it's gonna try like draw a circle slightly, and then your left foot is gonna come out. So you draw the circle, and then on 2, your hand will be face palm out, fingers apart, and it's gonna kind of be slightly in front of your face or like more in front of your ear. So rewind, right? So back at the beginning. So right leg in front, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5. So it kind of like waves and then stops again halfway. And then 6, turn around, 7, 8. And then 1, 2. And then on and, so you're gonna, when your hand is out on 2, you're gonna look forward. And then it's gonna go 2 and 3. So you're gonna look forward on and look back forward, sorry, to your left on 3. And when you look forward on 3, your hand is also gonna drop down on 3. And then on 4, you're gonna look forward again, and your hand is gonna come back up and kind of pretend like Irene's hand is in front of yours, and you're gonna pull her hand down. And then after that, you kind of 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're gonna step out with your left. Your left hand will be just like hidden on your side behind you, and you're gonna swing your right foot and your right hand in front. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
내 심장을 훔쳐 지배해 헤매지면 왜 그림자는 두드려 날 속에 다른 게 눈을 뜬 것 같아 아무리는 못선 내 심장을 훔쳐 지배해 헤매지면 왜 그림자는 두드려 날 속에 다른 게 눈을 뜬 것 같아 아무리는 못선 내 심장을 훔쳐 지배해 헤매지면 왜 그림자는 두드려 날 속에 다른 게 눈을 뜬 것 같아 아무리는 못선 심장을 훔쳐 지배해 헤매지면 왜 그림자는 두드려 날 속에 다른 게 눈을 뜬 것 같아 아무리는 못선 무시무시하게 내 심장을 훔쳐 지배해 헤매지면 왜 그림자는 두드려 날 속에 다른 게 눈을 뜬 것 같아 아무리는 못선 날 꺼내 날 괴롭혀 내 꿈만 꾸게 해난 춤추고 놀래 가위 눌린 너의 그 몸 위에 주문을 걸면 I'm a little monster I'm a little monster I'm a little monster